Thomas Cup between China and the Netherlands. We've just witnessed men's singles where Lu Guangzhou won in straight games in the end, but it took 53 minutes to beat Joran Quakel. And the next match is the first of the men's doubles. He Jiting and Zhou Haodong taking on Ruben Jille and Thies van der Lecq. That's what's coming up next on Court 1 as we wait for the players to walk out. He Jiting and Zhou Haodong walking out to Court 1. They, of course, recently won the Sudirman Cup with China. They were in that final against Japan, doing a fabulous job. And they'll be hoping to do the same here for China in the Thomas Cup. It's been an interesting time in the men's doubles these last few weeks for China. For the Netherlands, it's Ruben Jille and Thies van der Lecq walking out at the moment. And they certainly have a tough ask to try and get the better of the Chinese pair, but having put on some strong performances in the European Championships, they're certainly up to the task. It's their first meeting, the two pairs, and they'll be certainly relishing the opportunity. As we wait for the toss of the coin.
Red for you, black for you. It's red. Service, who is serving? He Jiting to serve? Receive? Or you stay here? Okay.
So, China win the toss, and they've opted to serve first. He Jiting will be serving for China, and the Netherlands will be receiving. So it's the first meeting between the two, and it certainly is going to be an exciting one. Both Ruben Jille and van der Lecq Thies van der Lecq are an established pair for the Netherlands, while He Jiting and Zhou Haodong, not so much. They've only started playing in the last couple of weeks. Joining me in the commentary seat is Gronya Somerville. This has been an interesting time for the Chinese.
Yeah, it seems like they're mixing up their combinations a lot and seeing who the next new thing will be.
Well, the interesting about this one is He Jiting and his partner Tan Chiang. They have played in the Sudirman Cup as well as against Tahiti in the Thomas Cup. But their performance in the Sudirman Cup was not, I guess, up to the mark that the Chinese coaches wanted, and which is why for the knockout stages of the Sudirman Cup, He was partnered with Zhou Haodong, 23 years of age, 180 centimeters tall. He was, of course, top 5 with Han Cheng-kai in 2018, 2019. So a lot of pedigree here. Really good players on court. It's just that the partnership is not quite there yet because they've just started playing together. But going by their Sudirman Cup performance, in that final especially, where they beat Hoki and Kobayashi, it seems to be clicking at the right time.
Yeah, exactly.
Ruben Jille, he is 25 years of age, 178 centimeters tall, ranked 56th in the world right now in men's doubles. His highest rank was 36 with Jaco Arends. And he is partnering up with Thies van der Lecq. And they've been partners for some time now. They've played together in the European Championships, Team Championships last year. And that got them that silver medal. 21, he's very young, but he's tall, 190 centimeters, 56th ranking. And that is the highest rank he's had with his current partner, Ruben Jille. The Netherlands men's team trying to leave their mark here on the Thomas Cup. The umpire for this match will be Ivo Kassel of Switzerland. And he will be joined by Kevin Bahn, who's a service judge, and will be officiating this match. That is Kevin Bahn right there from the USA. So the Netherlands, obviously, like I said, was so close in that first game, came so close, at least, to push it to 3 and see how they went. Unfortunately, Lu Guangzhou's quality showed right at the end. This one with the sort of maybe uncertainty of the Chinese pair, there could be an opportunity here, do you think?
Yeah, I think we could see something similar to the first tie with Netherlands putting up a great fight. He definitely set the scene, and I think this men's doubles pair will be very encouraged after seeing what Joran did.
On my right, the Netherlands, represented by Jille and Sudirman. And on my left, China, represented by He Jiting and Zhou.
So He Jiting will serve for China to start this match off. So China get off with a point on the board, and both these men have really had incredible careers already. As the next big things in Chinese men's doubles with their previous partners. Of course, for Zhou Haodong, his old partner Han Chengkai retired, so maybe this is one for the future. That's 3-love now.
3-love.
How much confidence will these guys be feeling coming off that Sudirman Cup victory?
Yeah, I think winning, any world championship, even in the team event, is such an amazing feat. So these guys will be feeling really proud of that and wanting to back it up with some more gold medals here.
And there's question marks that generally get posed about the Chinese men's double with Li and Liu not here with them, so that everyone thinks that this is the weak discipline, maybe this is the one to capitalize on, and they certainly want to put those doubts aside.
Yeah, well, as you mentioned, they've been ranked as high as 5 in the world with different partners, so they obviously have that world-class quality in them. It's just a matter of making it work with whatever new combination they have.
Both He Jiting and Zhou Haodong were world junior champions as well with different partners, so they've been winning medals for a long time, and the Netherlands will certainly want to try and push these players early on before they find their rhythm. They've just gotten on the scoreboard.
Over 6-1.
Few too many errors so far from the Netherlands, but that's what can happen. That's what can happen when you're playing such a world-class pair. You want to hit too good a quality on all your shots, and you feel the pressure knowing that you have to hit really well, otherwise they'll take advantage of that and some errors can start to creep in.
2-6.
That point there, really giving them, energizing them to put up a fight here. So the men's doubles game is so fast now, just really quick exchanges, and you really have to stay focused a lot. Do you think that's much more so than any other discipline?
Yeah, I think like the speed just gets so high in the men's doubles that you can't really relax or switch off. But they do have, those short, sharp exchanges, and there's so much focus on the serve return and the front court that, physically it's not always so demanding when it is that front court game. But yeah, the focus really needs to be there, and the sharpness and the quality in every shot.
They did well to retrieve those net shots there, her and Zhou. 9-3 now. It's a 6-point gap, just 2 points away from you know, going into the mid-game break with the lead. Ruben and Tees also lost their first Group C match against India, losing to Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty. So they will be hoping to take the lessons learned from there into this match. A couple of mistakes there at the net from Herjit. You can see he's a bit annoyed with himself.
Service over. 10-5.
And so just 1 point away from the mid-game break, China are. That's a service error from Herjit. Unfortunate. It's still a 4-point cushion for China at this point. Oh, they both decided to leave it, hoping the other one would get to that shot.
And that's the little things that a new partnership will have to overcome, because they're not sure who takes that shot. And you know, playing against another world-class pair, they can't afford little things like that.
But this time, strong from the back, her and Zhou ensure that they take the lead at the mid-game break. 11-7, some big smashing, big hitting from Herjit at the back means they're 11-7 up in just 6 minutes. And they'll be looking to build on this last point, get more of that kind of power into their game. And the coach having a quick word with the Chinese pair. So, although Ruben, Jille and Tees van der Lecq lost to the Indians in the last group game, they pushed them really hard, especially in their first game, taking them to 21-19. So you know they have it in them to take on the world's best.
Yeah, and as you said, Ruben got to, I think, 36 with his previous partner, Yako. So he's the more experienced of the pair. Showing it a little bit there with that winner.
That's good. It's a lovely rally. Just look at the exchanges. Herjit being targeted by the Dutch. Powering through in the end. 43 shots between the two.
And I think that the Chinese pair might gradually realize to target the younger of the Dutch pair, targeting Tees.
And this time they were just pushing the opponent. Really strong hitting from the Chinese. They've both won tour titles. He Jiting with Tan Chiang won the side Modi International 2019, beating the likes of Choi and Seo, who are, a top 10 pair. And then, of course, you had Zhou Haodong and Han Cheng Kai also winning like the 2018 French Open, and they got finished runners-up at the 2018 China Open. So really big wins that eventually saw them qualify for the World Tour finals. So right now, they just have to work together to make sure that they perform as China's #1 preference in men's doubles. 15-8 now. They're doing well. And even China's second men's doubles that's coming up later in this match are kind of like a scratch berry and should be interesting to watch.
16-8.
That's Liu Chung and Wang Yi Liu. And, that's coming up in the second men's doubles rubber. But right now, Ho and Zhou looking quite comfortable in this first game. 16-8.
17-8.
Just a few more errors creeping up, especially at the net from the Dutch pair. Do you think it's getting to them, the occasion?
I think just the quality and the the power, the pressure that is coming from China. The Dutch pair just can't really keep up, and these errors are creeping in, and they're trying to go for better shots than they're kind of comfortable with to get the winner against this super strong Chinese pair.
Strong reflexes from the Chinese. Oh. Just on the line. Nicely played. Trying very hard to close the gap here. You can see that the Dutch really need to come up with something special now. It's a 9-point difference. The Chinese just 3 points away from securing this game. I'm not quite certain about the decision making that's coming from the Chinese at the moment. Some of those decisions that they make, it feels like there's a disconnect almost.
Yeah, I think they don't really have that intuition yet of where each other, will move after they hit. So they're just pausing a little bit in their follow-ups. And once you pause, that's when it's really hard to keep the flow. Whereas if somebody just moves in a doubles pair, then the other person just knows they just have to cover behind. But it's that pause that can create that disconnect, as you mentioned.
He was going for the jump smash there, Ruben Jille, but found the net, and that means China have 10 game points. They're 20-10F. Zhou Haodong will serve to try and seal it on the first go.
Oh, nice net roll return.
Service over.
And then follow with the smash there.
11-20.
Saved one.
9 to go. It was well left by China. It's going really high and really long, and that means 21-11. China have won the first game. And that was a good showing from the Chinese pair. There were moments of uncertainty, but overall they'll be happy. 21-11 in 14 minutes. the Chinese have taken advantage in this second match against the Netherlands in Group C. Lots of pins on the bag. And I know in Tokyo, for example, it's a thing to exchange pins, isn't it?
Yeah. So every country, their I guess association, their federation will give them pins for their nation, and then it's customary to go and exchange them with other countries and collect different nations' pins, and usually put them on the lanyard that the cord that holds your accreditation.
And how many did you collect?
I collected very little. I kept forgetting to take the pins out of my room. So every time somebody would ask me, I'd be like, oh no, I don't have them on me. They're still in my room. But it meant that I could keep them as souvenirs to give to people back when I came back to Australia after the Olympics, which was also a good use.
That was a game point there from a shot from the Netherlands going long in the end. And that's what the coach is probably trying to talk to them about. Just finding their range. And you saw also in between points the more experienced Ruben Jille having words with his younger partner, trying to sort of get him to feel more at ease, feel more confident, sort of calming him down. We saw them exchange a few words in between points, and more of that will be needed in that second game.
Yeah, I think he's definitely needs to take on the lead role of the pairing and help use his experience to help his new partner.
That's a good way to start the second game. That's taking notes the old school way. I do that as well. Just a simple notebook.
I don't think you're allowed technology out there as a coach.
Are you not?
I don't think if you had an iPad or something, maybe you can, message people or get live stats from someone doing live analysis.
Yeah. There's great deception there from Ruben Jille there.
Chinese defense is just so solid.
It caved in the end, so a 3-love lead. A good start from Jille and Van der Lecq. 31 shots that rally. He left it. Not sure that was the way to go, and not sure what he was thinking.
I think he tried to hit it, but he missed it. He had to move his body out of the way and just struggled to find it once doing that. It was a nice return, good body shot.
2-3.
There's some costly mistakes now coming off Netherlands, and it's 3-all. China have recovered and leveled in the second game. And they're just showing their quality now. Just a few signs that Netherlands are tensing up a bit here. Again, really well played. Good rally. Chinese defense will not break. You shall not pass, is what China is saying.
Ruben was putting a lot into that rally. He had some great control from the backcourt and good pressure up at the net. But that Chinese defense, just so solid, they could just take it all. And in the end, it was a bit too fast for him in the front court. Missed timing that last shot, hitting it out.
36 shots there, that rally. Another long one. That was an unusual reaction.
Sneaky drive serve makes an appearance.
That's what the hand signal was. So next time, you know what that hand signal potentially means.
Next
What's
time
coming at you?
when I'm facing the front of him, I'll just look through his body to see that hand signal and know what's coming.
I don't know. Well, you can go and replay.
Oh, I did it
Share the
again.
points.
I think that really shows the confidence that China has right now that he's doing 2 drive serves in a row.
That's 8-3 that they've opened up. They were love 3 down, and they're now 8-3 ups. So 8 points on the trot for China. This time though, that steep angle.
That was well played by the Netherlands. They're just using the backcourt control to set it up, and then once they got that shorter lift, they both really just went all out to get it on the ground. And even though it takes a few more shots to get it there than they used to, they can get there in the end. Oh, around the back, there it is.
He jumps so high, He Jiting. It's just immense power that he generates. Look how high he jumps. That was a great return from Jille. But just look at that strength from He Jiting. And like that, China are a point away from a big lead at the mid-game break. They really are coming into their own now. He Jiting, Zhou Haodong. So China take the lead at the mid-game break in the second game. 11-4, 6 points up on their opponents. He Jiting, Zhou Haodong doing a good job. 8 minutes is what it took for them to take the lead in this second game. They've already won the first game 21-11, so they'll be really happy with how things are playing at the moment. A lot of work for Netherlands to do in this men's doubles tie. They have been impressive in this second game, He and Zhou. A lot more attacking, a lot more, well, the defense is amazing as well, but just a lot more assured play from China.
Yeah, I think they're feeling very confident right now and are starting to free up in the way they play, knowing that their level is there today.
China will serve at the restart of the second.
12-4.
A few frustrating service return errors from the Netherlands.
Struggling at the net a bit now.
It's definitely a struggle when a net roll like that comes over.
Service over. 5-13.
That was a service error from China where it was too high. It was above the line. First again, fantastic power from He Jiting, just banging it in, leaving very little room for the opponents to react and they're just beaming with confidence now, China.
That was well worked. He just had total confidence in being able to just keep lifting off their smashes. They were just smashing all out, and He Jiting there just able to keep lifting, and then when the chance came, come into the net and counter.
Oh, they left it. It was in.
16.
Oh no, it was out.
Called out, yeah.
Oh, it was called out.
It was close though.
I may have challenged that. But that was now for sure out.
6-16.
But He Jiting doing really well overall in this match. It's really showing a good variety in this game.
Service over.
The quality and consistency just not there for the Dutch pair.
17.
You can see they're getting a little bit more frustrated. You can see it's getting to them.
Yeah,
They're just a little bit exasperated with all of it.
they just need to keep fighting to the end and see if they can have some more good rallies against such a top pair.
18-6.
And so China now just 3 points away from closing this game. You know he was preparing for it. He was readying himself for that jump smash. Ruben Yang.
Flying.
Yes.
That's big vertical jump height. Very impressive.
Out.
And then,
Service over.
unfortunately, the error
19-7.
and the serve means China now 2 points away. Just lovely net play from the two Chinese players. Her and Zhou just, controlling the shuttle really well. It's 13 match points now, China. That was out. 21-7. In that second game, China have sealed the victory fairly easily. In the end, they've been strong and they have certainly come together to put on a solid performance for the team. He Jiting, Zhou Haodong winning 21-11, 21-7 against Ruben Jille and Thies van der Lecq in 28 minutes. They'll be really happy with that, China. It looked a bit uncertain at the start of that match, but they have certainly come together really well. And taking responsibility of that #1 men's doubles role really well. The players prepared to walk off court. Take a look at match point again. And just really nice there, that net shot. Pushing the shuttle high. Some good exchanges here. Eventually though, it was a bit too much for Netherlands to try and keep control of. And they were happy in the end. Just a solid performance from Team China. So coming up next, it's Li Shifeng against Robin Messman. in the second of the men's singles tie. Welcome to Aarhus and the Ceres Arena, which is all part of the Aarhus Sports Park. It's a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining brightly, about 12 degrees Celsius, and perfect for some outdoor sport, but also some indoor sport. As we look at the badminton that's being played at the Ceres Arena.